Go Bridgeside.
Peace and love, guys. I'm your boy Hondo. This is Bridgeside Live. Every Tuesday, we bring you live independent music. And so I'm sitting here with my boy Kilgore.
Hondo, thank you for having me. And thank you to all of Bridgeside Productions for having me.
How you feeling, man?
I feel pretty good.
Yo, I'm so excited to sit here with you. You know what I mean? I got a chance to vibe out to your music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How long have you been making music now?
For a while. I've actually had that old acoustic guitar, which was like garbage for exactly 14 years and a couple days. I got it for my 14th birthday, and I just turned 28. So half my life I've had that guitar.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's a milestone right there, baby.
Yeah, and I mean, I started trying to write early on that, but it was a couple years till I stopped throwing stuff away. You know what I mean?
So how would you describe that sound? It's like almost like indie folk blues.
Yeah.
How did you evolve into, making that art?
Well, I've always liked roots music. I always like, because what you do is, and I mean, it happens throughout generations, but you find the more popular stuff that you like, and then you trace it backwards. That's what a lot of the cats in the 60s did with the blues guitar. They went back to the older, like the 30s records, Robert Johnson, guys like that.
They went to the history of it.
Yeah, so I kind of did that, and when you get to those roots, you find the source of that structure that you like and the things that make you feel a certain way. Because that's when I'm writing music, at least, that's what I'm going for. I'm trying to get a feeling out or off my chest or make it into something other than just, knot it up inside you.
Right.
So through that, and then just the styles of playing that I liked. I like folk. I like sitting with an acoustic guitar, but I also love electric blues. I've played in bands. I love playing slide. I keep trying to get better at it, but it's just you find these sort of things and you find what you're good at, and then you strive for other stuff. But I've always loved blues, and folk have always spoken to me since I remember first hearing them.
Nice. I know we was just talking offline about how much you love Tribe.
Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest, you know what I mean? And how that insulated into, how you created your flow for music. So
with this project, Kilgore, it came out of, after my first band broke up, I started another band, but it was kind of a little bit of a side thing. It's a main thing, but it's always a little bit of a side thing. Right. But you kind of, you enjoy it.
You got to hold a little bit off of yourself. You know what I mean? It's not selfish to do that.
But I was getting kind of tired of my lyricism, and that's always been my struggle with songwriting. I'll come up with music parts, all right, that I like, and then, when you're first writing, it's like, I love you, and you're like, throw that out.
Throw it out, yeah.
So I went back, and a friend of mine started pushing me more to listen to rap and hip-hop, and it was always there, but then I started going back, and especially the 90s stuff, and the way lyrics don't break at the end of a line, and it becomes a longer form of saying something.
It felt like more of a story rather than like you're trying to have to break up these bars.
Absolutely. It's got to be this line, then chorus.
Makes sense. Nah.
Yeah, no.
And the 90s was different.
Yeah, you can say one word can be in between two lines. You follow through, and it makes a more interesting rhythm, and it's really closer to the wider range of poetry, where things are not set into like uniform square kind of ba 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 ba. It becomes something that flows, and it's got its own dynamic to it. You know what I mean? So
Most
you
definitely.
find a lot of that, and Mos Def too.
Oh,
he's one of my favorites, man.
Most Def, however, yeah. But man, he's always been an inspiration to me just as well. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna take some questions from the interwebs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the voice of God. If you in here, please shine on in.
I'm here, guys. What's up?
What's
You don't
up?
sound like Paul. Who's this?
It's Katie.
Hey, girl.
Hey, guys. So we have a lot of questions from the stream.
Oh, boy.
Ready?
Yeah.
So first question, we got Rob D asks, which of your 3 solo records that you recorded do you connect with the most, and is there a unifying theme to them all?
They were related to the seasons that I went through in 2018. I wrote and recorded all these songs in a year. I wanted to do 4 with the seasons, but it just lucked out that we didn't really get 4 seasons that year. So it also happened to work with my my work ethic. My favorite to listen to is the spring summer record, but the first one always has my heart because it was the first try at this, and I recorded all these by myself. I wrote, played every instrument, and recorded them by myself on very low-end equipment. But I did it, and
such a renaissance, man. To just do all things that, you know what I mean? Play all the instruments at once.
More like a broadcast, but yeah, all right. But so yeah, I'm gonna say the first one because the first one was the most I don't want to say honest, but I didn't have my chops down with even cutting anything up yet. It was just like I recorded it pretty much. So I think the first one, which is From Before the Thaw.
Nice. Voice of God.
All right, so let's see. Psalm 121 on YouTube asks, what artist did you see yourself as growing up?
Growing up? Well, the early influences are a lot of what my parents listened to, and I'm very fortunate that they had a pretty wide and a pretty good taste. I remember one of the first memories I have is sitting in my mom's very old Oldsmobile listening to her Queen tape. Now, that's not quite how I play because, I mean, that's a hard thing to try to attain, but it got me interested in music. I remember Springsteen when I was very young, and then the first group that I kind of had for myself more so was my mom got me the Beatles Blue CD, like the 67 through 70.
Nice.
And I listened to that, which is a very cool thing because my daughter's into the Beatles now. So it's...
How old is your daughter?
She's 4.
She's 4 and she's into the Beatles?
Yellow Submarine is her favorite movie.
Wow.
Ringo's her favorite.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yo, so did your parents keep like LPs in the crib? Like, did they have like...
So we dug them out again because I got a record player, so I'm digging through a lot of them. There's a Joni Mitchell record. I don't know whose it is, but I want to listen to that. My dad had a lot of Dire Straits records, which is really cool to listen to because Mark Knopfler has a very unique guitar playing. He like learned a lot of flamenco stuff, and then he tried to apply it to blues, and it worked, but it was peculiar. So that sort of stuff, and then... You know, it evolves. Like, lately I listen to a lot of The Tallest Man on Earth, a lot of Andrew Bird, and then I have my old staples. Derek Trucks is the guy I learned slide from, basically. I watch videos of him playing slide, and that's how I learned.
Cool.
So, yeah, I mean, it depends on the era, but there's a lot of wide influences, but always roots music.
That is so beautiful. Voice of God.
Hey, so Ashley asks, this is your 4th time on Bridgeside Live. Ashley wants to know, how do you feel Bridgeside helped you as an artist?
It gives you an opportunity to... So Bridgeside, the first time I did it was with an old band, and this was, I think, the start of the 2nd season. And I found about it through friends that I met through Bay Ridge. I'm not originally from here, but I spent a lot of time here. And when I saw what they were doing in the beginning, it drew me to it because I knew it was real people trying to do the things that they love, and it showed. And even though the production has gone vastly like through the roof over the years, it still managed to maintain that nature of like home.
That organic feeling.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, I did it way back like the start of season 2, and then I did it with my band side piece last summer, and then I did the Halloween Jam this year, and then this. And I mean,
we was a part of that Halloween Jam.
Yeah. Me, who was it? Mike Andrews, Max, and Sully.
Yo, shout out to Mikey Montana, baby. We want you to come back home.
That dude's awesome.
But always, like you said, been here 4 times, so it always feels like home. So, just welcome back home.
Thanks, man.
You know what I mean? That's pretty dope.
Yeah. It is home.
The voice of God, dude.
All right, enough of this music stuff. We got some fun stuff. Gerard Sullivan wants to know, how many Pop-Tarts can you eat in one sitting? You get to choose the flavor, and they can be discontinued.
You're a Pop-Tart fan.
Not really, but I'm going to answer this question scientifically. So one sitting, you mean until I quit?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Right, we're going to go with that?
I think that's what it is.
Oh, man. I mean, tragically... Now, all right, so we'll go by packages of Pop-Tarts, so 2 Pop-Tarts per. I would say...
I've never had a Pop-Tart. I don't know how these work. Sorry.
I'm going to say 20.
I'm
like, if I'm in, like, a real degenerate mode, I could probably get down. I won't be able to move for a while, but I think I could get 20. That's 40 total Pop-Tarts. Like, hungry, ready, and speckled with despair. I think I could get those down.
Man. So that's a lot of Pop-Tarts, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot of Pop-Tarts. It's a lot of Pop-Tarts.
Oh, and I guess the strawberry. We'll go classic.
We have strawberry. Can we take the voice of God? I know we got one more question left.
That's a lot of Pop-Tarts, guys.
That is a lot of Pop-Tarts, right? Strawberry Pop-Tarts.
I'm ashamed of myself for admitting that, and I think it's true.
We got one more from Sully. You have 7 minutes to live. On a scale of 1 to 10, what part of Raiders of the Lost Ark are you going to watch?
That's not fair.
I mean, it's fair if you have, like...
I mean, I really love when the life gets sucked out of those Nazis. Right? Doesn't everybody love that? I think I'm going to, we'll start there and go henceforth, but I don't want to miss that.
All right.
Yeah.
I think... I'm with you. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. This is Kilgore in the building. Great Q&A, great vibes, great energy. This is your boy Hondo.